So, to say they missed the mark is truly the understatement of the century. So, WizKids admits they missed the mark with Baldur's Gate 3 set of D&D minis, now offering a full refund to those who are unsatisfied. This is what they were supposed to look like. This is what the people got. Now, do you say they missed the mark, or did they just say fuck that mark completely and they just shot as far as possible in the wrong direction? Because it's, if it still kind of looked like this, it's okay. But one person, some of them they were receiving these minis, and sometimes they didn't even have heads, or body parts are missing. The paint job is terrible. A comparison between the advertised and the delivered versions of Shadowheart of WizKids Shadowheart Mini. Like, you can't even tell this is the same character. After facing a massive wave of backlash for the abysmal, again, to say the least, abysmal discrepancy between the advertised and delivered versions of their Baldur's Gate 3 set of crossover Dungeons and Dragons minis, WizKids is not only copped to the set's poor quality, but also confirmed they will be providing a full refund to anyone who chooses to take them up on that offer.
I made you an offer you can't refuse, and I recommend you take the offer.
As previously reported, the set in question was produced as part of a company's pre-painted Icons of the Realm mini line and offered physical figures of 8 characters from Larian Studios' acclaimed RPG, including its 7 recruitable party members: Asterion, Gale, Shadowheart, Karlach, Weil, and Lae'zel, as well as the game's record keepers, Withers, for use in any given Dungeons and Dragons campaign. So you have the 7 here, and what they're supposed to look like, and no, they didn't look like that. However, what players got was far from what was advertised, with the exceptional detail featured in the set's marketing copy being completely absent in its actual release. Yeah, these are nice figures, perfect for D&D. You can see exactly who they are, but like the way this looks, it looks like it's some kind of melted Joan of Arc, you know. And you see, this is like, is this supposed to? What is this? An orc? Is it a freaking cat? Is it like, what the hell is this supposed to be? Okay, like we all know what it's supposed to be, but they're so melted. Like, look at this. It's crazy how badly. Now, if you can go online and see people painting small figures like this, very fine tip brush, it was just the gentlest of strokes. They can just, and within an hour or so, you have this beautiful painted figurine, beautiful details, shading on it, absolutely gorgeous. These are supposed to be professionally done, and they're looking like this. They're looking, what I describe them as, like a middle school art class kind of project. It's like, okay, kids, we're gonna be painting figurines today. That's exactly what it looks like. It looks like a bunch of, I don't know, how old are you in middle school now? Again, like 13, 14-year-olds. Like a bunch of 13, just, these do not look like they were professionally done. Though the set was released in February to near universal criticism for those who purchased it, WizKids' lack of quality control did not receive widespread attention until just last week, when the Baldur's Gate 3 senior cinematic artist Lodi Ceceli experienced it firsthand. What I ordered versus what I received. Mom, I want Shadowheart. Mom, we have Shadowheart at home. Shadowheart at home. Rosacelli, who has purchased the set out of desire to own a piece of memorabilia from a game he worked on. Only Gale has a decent face. It's expensive for a 5-year-old, for a 5 years old painting work. Shame on you at Wizards and D&D. I can accept a difference from what they advertise, but that, he told a fan who was reported, who also reported the issue of the quality of their set. Come on, that's not acceptable. And I also paid customs and tax. What the hell? But as the old adage goes, better late than never, and it was ostensibly thanks to the extra attention that Cicely gave their lack of quality control that WizKids has announced their aforementioned refund plan. What the hell is this? Yeah, you're gonna be the talk of the D&D club and D&D table with this kind of figurine going on. Don't worry, guys. I brought my figurines with me. You put them all down. They're all like, and everyone's like, "What are those?" They're my Baldur's Gate 3 figurines. Thought we could use them. Just, I have my own. Okay, just put those away before you embarrass us. As a company, WizKids seeks to create products that enhance and add to the enjoyment of the game played. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. Having some kind of spreadsheet with like a map along with figurines. For me, I'm a very visual person, so I love being able to see like a map, you know, with figurines and stuff like that. But this, you might as well just be blind at this point. This looks nothing like what they're supposed to look like. To play wrote the company in a May 20th post to their official website. We want our customers to build long-lasting, fond memories around game nights with friends and family using our products. Unfortunately, we missed the mark on the goal with the D&D Icons of the Realms Baldur's Gate 3 character box. Again, understatement. So basically, they were they were supposed to go that way. They just turned and went that way instead, and they just kept going. They completely missed, and not only did they go that way, they were blindfolded when they did it. What the fuck is this? It looks like a red, like they tried to make Elvira, but then she came out red. I mean, doesn't she kind of have like the Elvira face? The resting Elvira face? To that end, WizKids then confirmed, if you purchase a set on our online stores, we will be offering a full refund to those who are unsatisfied with their set. To begin the request, please contact customer service at WizKids.com. They detailed of the set's refund process. If you purchased your set from a local retailer, please return it at the point of purchase for a full refund. If you have any issues, please reach out to us for assistance at the email above. However, if you wish for a product replacement, we ask you that you create a case through right there. We will work with you to provide a product replacement and ensure that it meets standards expected. Are you sure about that? We're aware of the recent reports and complaints and are taking them seriously. Are you? I need to see these things firsthand. If anyone's actually bought these things and then have like demanded a refund or a replacement, I want to see what these things came out looking like in the end. Because if they're saying, "Oh, well, we're trying to ensure that it's, you know, quality and this and that," but they still come out looking like, then they're you know, it's all hot air. Our team is currently investigating these issues and taking action to make this right for those who whose purchase is negatively affected, and to ensure these issues do not reoccur in the future products and reprints. Please accept our sincerest apologies for the frustration and disappointment these quality issues caused our customers. From the tabletop company as they wound their post down to a close. We too feel the same, as the final product did not meet our expectations, or that our Wizards of the Coast partner. Our teams are working to find a best solution to resolve this for all involved and to work with you, our customers, to fix this. We appreciate your patience as we focus on getting back to those affected and helping with their refunds in a timely manner. You could, I don't know, hire people who actually know what they're doing. Because clearly they're advertised as this. Very fine features. Again, you look at this and you think this is like Joan of Arc or something. You don't think it's Shadowheart. It looks like fucking Joan of Arc. You expect her to be burnt to the stake. You know? Like, does this even look like it resembles the same person? It's incredible. Must have hired DEI painters. Looks fine to me. It's called diversity. That's what the game is for. And yet no one will be fine. I'll bet no one was fired. Missed the mark. They were so far from the mark they hit Pluto. You serious? I have a persistent tremor in both hands, and even I can paint minis better than these. For that matter, I don't even have fine details in the base body. Did they use cheap plaster instead of silicone for the injection molds? Melt Man with the power to melt. Yep, blast from the past. Kablam. Kablam! Where cartoons and comics collide. And here's your hosts, Henry and June. I miss Kablam, man. That show is so good. But yeah, if you're watching and for some reason you actually managed to buy a set of these, let me know what they looked like and if you got a refund. And if you did get a refund, or if you're going to get a refund, keep up with me. You know, let me know when you get the, you know, if you're getting a replacement. Let me know what the replacements look like. Are they still, you know, looking like Meltman, or do they look more akin to what they're supposed to? Because if they're just now doing this stuff, it probably is going to take a little while to get all the replacements sent out. So if you did order a replacement, I'm really curious to see what they look like. But yeah. Yeah, to say it's missed the mark is the understatement of the century. They were supposed to aim that way, or rather that way, but they just went that way, and they were blindfolded the entire time. So, anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.